Vintage Vinny here. Welcome to my eBay sales for the month of April 2024. So with the weather greatly improving for the spring and early summer, eBay sales have just not been what they would be during the holiday season. And I haven't really been listing as much as I should be. So what I am sharing with you all, it's not a lot, but I'm always happy with whatever sales I can get on eBay because y'all know live sales do take up a lot of my time in terms of packing and shipping and pricing, the whole 9 yards. So let's go ahead and check out what I was able to sell for the month of April. So I bought this the last time I went to a big indoor flea market. There were 2 of these locked up in a case. They were $20 a piece, so I spent $40 on 2 bottles of Venice perfume by Yves Rocher. These were the larger bottles, the 30 milliliters. For whatever reason, these were worth a ton of money. So I spent, like I said, I spent $40. And then I sold one of them, I think, for about $125, and then I sold the second bottle for $150. So $40 turned into $275. I'll take that all day. So this next item is something that I bought fairly recently. You all saw it in a very recent haul video. That is this Le Creuset stoneware deep dish loaf pan. I believe I paid, I think it was about $10, maybe a little bit less than that. I'm thinking more it was 10. And I listed it, and somebody immediately sent me an offer of $29 from the $34.99 asking price that I had on it, and I gladly accepted. So this item is something that I have had for quite a while. This is an all-clad steamer insert. It's for one of the larger all-clad pans. I originally bought this for myself to have when I move out, but it's a tad bit too big, I think, instead of the traditional colander. So I decided to go ahead and list it. I paid about $9 for this, and I did sell it for a best offer of $35. So I was perfectly happy with getting that. So anytime I'm at the thrift store and I see some really unusual perfume or cologne or something, I always like to look it up. Sometimes I come across a lot of knockoffs, like it'll be like our brand of Juicy Couture or our brand of Calvin Klein, whatever. But this one was not a knockoff. I almost want to say that this was sold at like Rue 21 or something. I could be very wrong about that. I want to say I paid about $2 or $3 for this piece, and I did sell it for full asking price of $22.99. I have never heard of this brand before, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that it sold. And I've had it sitting a while, so I was happy that somebody was able to get it. Another item that I bought within the last couple of months is this Anchor Hocking Royal Ruby Punch Bowl base. I picked this up at one of our local antique malls, Antique Crossroads, and I paid $3 for it. I knew that it had to go to something because I've only ever seen the black pedestals that are great for holding pottery and Art Deco vases and such. But I'd never seen a ruby red base before. So I thought to myself when I picked it up and looked at it, I was like, that almost looks like it could go to a punch bowl just because of how big it is. So I went ahead and looked it up. And like I said, I paid $3. I did list it for the last sold listing of $29.99, and since I only paid $3 for it, I went ahead and took best offers, and I believe I sold this for $22. So running along with things that I've never seen before, I picked up this Colgate Aloe shaving cream from the Hancock Antique Mall and Indoor Flea Market. I should probably start calling it that because there's there's like old and new at this place, and I love it because I can find really good things, both new and old. So anywho, I was looking around in this one booth that has a lot of like beauty products and things like that. And I spotted these and I'm like, I've never seen these on the shelf in retail stores, at least in my time anyway. So I decided to do a little digging. I believe I paid about $1.25 for each of these. I had two of them. And I was pleasantly surprised to see that they sold for about $30, and that is what I took for this one. So like I said, this is probably something that was made in the 90s or early 2000s, and they no longer make. And this is something I try to tell you all the time. People are loyal to their products. If it is not being made anymore, and you're able to find it for a really good deal, and you can flip it online. So last year, around my birthday, I think maybe it was maybe right before or right after. Last year, I spent a great deal of time out in Virginia. I think the furthest I went was out like in the Woodstock, Virginia area, so just right past Winchester. About an hour's drive away from Winchester. So I went to it was Edinburgh. I'm sorry. I was in Edinburgh, Woodstock area. I wanted to go to a bunch of indoor flea markets and peddlers malls that they had out there because I wanted to see something new. Anyway, so I was in one of the shops in Woodstock, and I came across a little mini basket of different perfumes, and they were all Ralph Lauren. Now, like I said, I do like finding my colognes and my perfumes because people do buy them. So I bought a whole basket of them, and there were probably 6 or 7 of them in there. Maybe I'm slightly exaggerating, but these small little, like as you can see with this one, 0.25 ounces of different Ralph Lauren, I think it was more perfumes than it was colognes. But anyway, I paid like $3 for them, and I've already sold a few of them, and this one just sold for $34.99, and I invested probably less than $1 for it. That's why I'm telling y'all, look at those perfumes, because you just never know. So this was probably one of my more smaller profit margins that I've had in a while. This is strawberry shortcake ribbon. This came in some grab bags that I got at one of our local peddler malls. I believe it was like $6 for the bag and then $40 off of that. So I paid probably less than $1 for this, and so I sold it for $4.99. I looked them up because I know some strawberry shortcake stuff is very collectible, some of it isn't. So I just said, what the heck? Why don't I make a little bit of money there? And then the only other item that I was able to sell for the month of April, again, is another perfume. It's Coty, I'm probably going to butcher this, Lamont perfume. I did forget to mention, when I was talking to you all about the Colgate Aloe Shaving Cream, I did sell both of those to the same person, so I spent $2.50 and I turned it into $60. Not too shabby. But back to the Coty Lamont perfume, I bought this in 2022 when I visited the Queen City Flea Market in Cumberland, Maryland. I do want to make another trip up to Cumberland. It's not that far. It's just a matter of finding shops to go to. There are a couple up there that I want to give a try again. Definitely the Queen City Flea. The antique store that was there, Cumberland Valley Emporium, something along those lines, was a little expensive, but there's always a deal to be found. If you guys can hear my notification going off, I apologize. I'm getting some messages, and I forgot to turn the volume off. Anyway, so I believe I paid about $2.75 for this perfume. It's been listed for 2 years for $29.99 or best offer. I've sent out offers for like $25 and $27, and then I finally sent out an offer of $20, and the person bought it. So took 2 years, but hey, I'm always happy that things move. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. I apologize for lack of content this past week. I just wanted to have a day to just woosah, or a week to just woosah and not have to worry about anything. But I will see you all in my next video. Thank you all so much for watching.